We got another mock draft video for you today, but this time with the 7th overall pick. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to reach our goal of 100 subscribers by the time NFL season kicks off in September, and we can't do that without your help. Let's get into it. We have a 12-team full PPR snake draft. We have the 7th overall pick, no kicker, double flex. So let's just dive right in and see what we can do here. So usually at this spot, I like leaving the first round with a running back, but depending on what wide receivers are available, I may go for a wide receiver. If Justin Jefferson or Cooper Kupp were to follow us, I would go for either of those guys, but that's not the case here. We're going to go for a running back, and I'm going to go with Najee Harris. Finished as the 3rd overall running back last season. While I don't expect him to have the same workload that he did last season with Ben Roethlisberger as the quarterback, I do expect him to be very involved in this offense and be fantasy relevant. It's back to me here, and I'm going to go for a wide receiver now. And looking at the wide receivers, we have Tyreek Hill and Deebo Samuel available, and I'm going to go with Deebo Samuel. He signed an extension with the 49ers, and I expect him to look similar as he did in this offense as he did last season. So I don't mind Deebo Samuel at all. It's back to me here, and I'm going to go for a running back. We got James Conner and Cam Akers available that I'm looking at, and I'm gonna go with James Conner. This guy had 18 touchdowns last season, and I don't expect him to have 18 touchdowns again, but I do expect him to be very involved in this offense. Chase Edmonds is not in the picture anymore, so I expect him to be the workhorse back for the Cardinals, so I don't mind James Conner at all. It's back to me here, and I'm gonna go for a wide receiver now. We got Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore that I'm looking at, and I'm gonna go with DJ Moore. DJ Moore has been consistent regardless who has been the quarterback for the Panthers, so if Baker Mayfield wins his quarterback job, I'm going to like DJ Moore even more, so I don't mind DJ Moore this season. And it's back to me here, and I'm going to continue getting some depth at the wide receiver position. We got Amari Cooper, Allen Robinson, Chris Godwin, Brandon Cooks, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I'm going to go with Allen Robinson here. Allen Robinson is a wide receiver 1 on any other team. Being on the Rams, he obviously has Cooper Kupp that is going to be taking away targets from him, but I do expect him to be very involved in this offense. We've seen last season Robert Woods, even Van Jefferson get a lot of targets. So I think Allen Robinson is going to do just fine and will be fantasy relevant again. It's back to me. I'm going to go with another wide receiver here. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Michael Thomas, and Juju Smith-Schuster, who I all really like. I think Juju Smith-Schuster has a great chance to bounce back this season with Patrick Mahomes as his quarterback. But I'm going to go with Amon-Ra St. Brown here. He's the wide receiver 1 for the Detroit Lions, and if he can pick up where he left off last season, he's going to be great for fantasy. So I don't mind Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's back to me, and I'm going to go for another wide receiver here. And looking at the wide receivers available, we got Adam Thielen, Gabe Davis, Devontae Smith, Hunter Renfrow, Elijah Moore. And in this situation, I'm going to go with Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis is the wide receiver 2 for the Buffalo Bills, and we saw last season, especially in the playoffs, he really showed up. This guy was electric. I expect him to be very involved in this high-passing Bills offense, so I don't mind Gabe Davis. Back to me, and I'm going to go for another running back here, and looking at the running backs available, we got Chase Edmonds available here. This is a crowded backfield, but I think that Chase Edmonds will win over the RB1 role for this team and be the workhorse back for the Miami Dolphins. So if I was going to pick any running back on this team, it would be Chase Edmonds. But it's back to me here, and I'm going to go for a quarterback now, and I'm going to go with Trey Lance, pair him up with Deebo Samuel. I think Trey Lance has a top 10 quarterback potential. He has the rushing upside, everything that you want for fantasy in a quarterback. So it's back to me, and let's take a look at our roster here. We need a tight end, defense, and 3 bench spots. Let's take a look at the tight ends available, and no one I feel like I need to go for right now. So I'm going to continue to get depth on my bench, and I'm going to go for Sky Moore here. I think this guy's going to be the big play guy for the Kansas City Chiefs. A lot of talk coming out of camp in preseason about this guy. I think this guy is going to be very involved in this Chiefs offense. It's back to me, and let's take a look at what running backs we got available. We got Dameon Pierce, Naheem Hines, Ronald Jones, and I'm going to go with Dameon Pierce here. This guy looked great in preseason. A lot of talk coming out of camp about this guy, and I think he's going to be the workhorse back for the Houston Texans. So getting him this late in the 11th round, and he's going to be the RB1 for the team, I think is a steal. He's a great late round pick. But it's back to me here, and let's take a look at the tight ends available. We got Irv Smith, Tyler Higbee, Noah Fant, and I'm going to go with Tyler Higbee here, not thinking too much about it. He did disappear from time to time last season, but he did have some good fantasy relevant games, so I don't mind Tyler Higbee as my tight end. And it's back to me here, and we need a defense and 1 bench spot, and I'm going to take a look at the wide receivers available. We got Jalen Talbert that I'm pretty high on this season. He is a a rookie. He has a great opportunity with the Cowboys being thin at the wide receiver position. We got Romeo Doubs as well, and I'm gonna go with Romeo Doubs. He's on the Green Bay Packers. He is a rookie, and with Christian Watson suffering his knee injury, which they said was minor, but still it's significant enough for him to miss some time. And Romeo Doubs has been the talk of the training camp, a rookie coming in into an offense that is lacking at the wide receiver position. I think he has a great opportunity to be involved in this offense right away. And it's the last pick here, so that means we need a defense. We have the Colts, Broncos, Patriots, Steelers, Bengals, and I'm gonna go with the Colts here. And that's gonna do it for us today. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, line them up.